New from Studio Canal's Vintage Classics comes King and Country from 1964, directed by the always great Joseph Losey. Now, this film is... it's one of these ones where it's just compelling as all hell. It really pulls you in at the start of it. We have a young Private Arthur James as he sits in a cell in the trenches of World War I, as you hear the barrage of bombs and bullets and everything going on, as you see this kind of day-to-day life of various privates as they're just kind of coping with this environment, waiting to find out if they're going to get pushed up the line closer to the battlefields or not. We have Captain Hargreaves, played by Dick Bogart here, who is a man that is tasked with being an almost defence for someone who's being charged with a crime at the start of this one which you do not know.
If we weren't moving up so soon, I suppose it could all be a bit more formal.
That would make it all the more futile, wouldn't it?
What? Well, he is on trial for his life.
Doesn't make him original. We're all on trial for our lives.
And we see Captain Hargreaves as he slowly reads over the material, speaks to Private James and discovers what's happened. James is a great performance by Tom Courtenay. He plays a man who just doesn't understand the situation that he's in. Someone who's clearly suffering from PTSD. And Hargreaves is a man who's tasked with trying to defend this person who doesn't realise what's at stake here. It's a movie that is, like I said, compelling. It draws you in. You've got this wonderful interplay between the Hargreaves, between James, between Captain O'Sullivan, played by Leo McKern, who is great as well. Everybody's great in this one. And it plays out almost like a courtroom drama in the middle of the trenches of World War I.
I have to ask you if you object to any members of the court, myself or either of these two officers.
And it has this great nature of just showing the mundanity of war, showing the hardships and how they're just everyday tasks to the people involved, as we see privates just trying to occupy their time, trying to live in the squalor that they are living in, as we see the sort of upper echelons of the army trying to keep a resemblance of form and shape within this world that they are living in, and the misgivings that everybody has towards what's happening. It's driven by these great performances, but it ekes into the filmmaking itself, which has these great thematics, and it brings it all together in a wonderful bleak crescendo at the end of this one, which is a punch to the gut.
It's just that I'd like to thank you, sir. In case...
Man, I found this thing to be wonderful, from the pin-perfect performances to the great interplay between the actors. I feel that this direction is subtle but kind of enlightening at certain aspects. I love the kind of juxtaposition between the court cases going on and just the everyday life of the privates as they kind of look ahead at what's coming, while dealing with the complete and utter boredom and repetition of routine every day.
Right, did you or did you not call up to Private Sparrow and take a bite out of his ear hole?
The soaked trenches, the filthy privates, the stuck up kind of upper crust officers as they just deal with bare facts. There is a moment in this where there's a character who is almost hanging on to just sheer pride, even though a man's life holds in the balance. He will not give an inch, simply because of reputation and pride, like I said. And it's one of those sequences that is so shocking that someone can be that way, that it feels like real life. This was a phenomenal film. Let's quickly jump in. We'll just have a look at the extras that's on this disc. Here we are in the disc for King and Country. Let's go to the extras. First up, we have Tom Courtenay on King and Country. This is 11 minutes 11 seconds where he tells us many anecdotes about getting the job, working on the set, working with Dirk Bogarde, using a tape recorder, some nice anecdote stories about things like that. We have an archival interview with Dirk Bogarde, which runs at 4 minutes 27 seconds, made for a TV show where he kind of talks about the production of this film. There is also a behind the scenes gallery as well. There we have it. King and Country is out now. I thoroughly recommend picking this one up. 85 minutes. It is terrific and well worth your time. I was captivated from start to finish on this one, and I would love to know your thoughts if you've seen it before. Did you love it? Hate it? Fall somewhere in the middle? Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on King and Country. Yeah. What a film. Can't wait to read your thoughts on this one. As always, there is more content up here where you can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program and manvyfilm.com, all ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.